I'm Chad Stewart, Vice President, Global SaaS Support Services at Spinnaker Support. We believe organizations should spend every dollar as if it were their own, and that providing exceptional service for enterprise systems should enable growth, innovation, and opportunity. We bring this perspective to life through our unique Salesforce Managed Service practice, which is a partnership that addresses Salesforce resource gaps and assists our customers' internal teams. The goal with every customer is maximum return on investment through continuous innovation, to get that complete and accurate view of every customer, or really the coveted Customer 360 view. In my experience with Salesforce over the last decade, I've found that to get the most out of Salesforce, you must maintain continuous innovation. The question all companies should ask themselves is, how do we consistently innovate so that we better understand and connect with our customers, and do so in the most cost-effective and continuous manner? In this three-part video series, I'll break down why companies intent on maximizing their Salesforce ROI need a new service model. I'll also tell you what Salesforce really doesn't want you to know. We call this the Salesforce service void. At the end, I'll also reveal how to stay out of the void. So let's get started. Companies vastly underestimate their ongoing resource needs after they've implemented a Salesforce solution. They struggle to find the resources needed to improve their CRM and keep up with the demanding pace of innovation from their business and the Salesforce release cycle. Here are two alarming statistics that companies often find out the hard way after they've embarked on their Salesforce journey. Third-party research indicates that most organizations are not very good at doing the Salesforce basics, and only a small percentage of companies are good at adding new features. But what good are all the new bells and whistles if you don't have time to use them? That's what you're paying for with Salesforce, non-stop innovation. The constant barrage of new functionality, clouds, and acquisitions is what makes Salesforce so exciting and dynamic. But here's what Salesforce doesn't want you to know, that you'll likely underinvest in your Salesforce innovation, through no fault of your own. The pace of Salesforce innovation is relentless, and as a result, you'll likely end up in what we call the Salesforce service void. So what is the Salesforce service void? I'll be diving into the details throughout this video series. We also talk about it in depth on our website. But here's the summary. Salesforce continues to pile on functionality in their end-to-end Customer 360 solution. Salesforce has become so much more than a sales tool. They have you covered from the front office to the back office, from sales to billing to inventory control to advanced analytics to service. If your plans are truly to embrace the Salesforce ecosystem across your organization, you need to plan accordingly. And that takes talent and expertise. But here's the rub. This is what Salesforce doesn't want you to know. As the Salesforce offering grows, it gets more complex and requires more expertise to achieve your goals and platform vision. At the same time, Salesforce talent is in high demand, scarce, and very expensive. That's why studies show that companies often fall short of their Salesforce goals. Salesforce wants you to buy and invest with them, but they hardly mention the common post-implementation Salesforce service void. You are contracting for an amazing platform, but you need the talent to realize your aspirations. The Salesforce service void exists in the space between traditional support that you might get from Salesforce and the periodic engagements that you might get from an implementation provider. Salesforce offers premium and signature support options, in addition to their standard support. Depending on your situation, these can hold value. However, these options are expensive and do not provide you with what we call hands-on keyboards to actually learn your business objectives and push through improvements on a regular and consistent basis. Implementation engagements provide a lot of resources and are intensive, but after the projects are complete, the implementation providers go away, taking their knowledge with them and leaving you to maintain and try to innovate. As we saw, the research shows most companies don't do a great job of innovation on their own, so this is the Salesforce service void. In parts 2 and 3 of this series, I'll further break down the service void and what you can do to stay out of it and maintain an environment of continuous Salesforce innovation so that you get the most from your Salesforce investment. Thank you for watching this video. Take some time to watch the next 2 short videos that show you how to have the best Salesforce experience possible. Let us know how we can help.